zombies, survival, base building, crafting, and more. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and boy oh boy do zombie games certainly offer those things, and some of them even more. Project Zomboid is one of those that comes to mind, with it being almost the ultimate zombie game. Build 42 looking real fresh, and Final Outpost here, this game certainly looking fresh, with it being like a weirdly Stardew Valley inspired UI type game with a lot of base management and some very cool elements. Today we're going to be taking a first look at the demo for this game, and good news for you, yeah, this game is available for free in a demo. It's a free Steam demo. It's not yet available, but everybody can play the demo for free, so check down below in the description. Check this out too, by the way. I mentioned it just a moment ago. The Stardew Valley-esque menu is certainly present here as we're setting up a game. It's certainly looking fresh and crisp and new, and the real question is here, well, is this game better than Project Zomboid? So many people have been asking recently if any game is a zombie game, is it better than Zomboid? Because it's covering almost every damn aspect of a zombie game there is. Zomboid is almost similar to State of Decay, which is almost similar to Left 4 Dead in some ways. I mean, a lot of these games are adjacent to each other, and so we're here to take a look at another one. So, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Go ahead, I'll wait. All right, cool. And thank you very much for all your support. Let's go ahead and take our first look at the two modes that are available, by the way, the normal and classic mode, but there is an easy and a hardcore mode that are not yet available, but they do have modifiers that either add or take away to survivor health and zombie health too, as well as an ability to, or inability to save, depending on what kind of a mode you're looking at. All right, let's take our first look and begin. Fort Raptoria has been born. Let's go. In a timeline not too far away. Well, that sounds familiar. What do we have here? A couple watching TV, a couple of goobers, and that's interesting, their little art style. Hey, almost looking like a comic book. What's going on? Is someone breaking in? Uh-oh. There's a zombie. Is that Zombie Kid? Oh, it was. Looks like she's got a dagger. He's got a hatchet. And everything's gone bad. Car's on fire. They're fleeing at what looks to be a fairly populated downtown area, heading towards a gas station. Looks like another group of survivors that had a flat tire. Sometime later. Okay, so the four of them, I don't even remember if those are all the same people, are venturing through medium density homes and looking through car wrecks to salvage materials and supply. I love this, like, Game Boy Advance type. Oh, wow, and it even has our settlement there. Raptoria, cool. It's like a Game Boy inspired art style. That's cool. A little tent that we've set up. All right. I guess we're somewhere safe. So there's the four of them, all in their different outfits. And yes, this is the game, by the way. Very much like a RimWorld top-down perspective, a little bit like Prison Architect. It reminds me about those games, you know, RimWorld and Prison Architect. You take one look at those games and you're like, that game must be bad. There's nothing to it. It's graphic bad, game bad. But any keen expert would know that, yeah, a game is actually a little bit more than just its graphics. It's also the gameplay and the animation. And listen to this, the background noise, look at that. I think it'll rain in a little bit when it starts to. Listen closely, too, because it's going to be amazing. All right, so check this out. We've got our survivors here. It looks like one of them is a hunter, a lumberjack, scavenger, night fighter, but we could also have a guard worker, miner, farmer, blacksmith, and sniper, all providing either some sort of a service for, you know, our colony to survive and thrive, and also, of course, to defend it. We also have the ability to do some sort of fabrication here. I hear gunshots. Does some of our people have guns already? Yeah, so we got workshops and different things that they can make at those workshops too, so we could put in some orders for things like rifles and scythes and knives and whatnot. And then, of course, we've also got the orders to defend. So we can defend our west, north, east, or southern side and build defenses for our camp, too. Very clean art style. I like it. I really do. Let's go ahead and start by plopping down some things we'll need. Our workshop, as I mentioned, maybe a wood storage for that, and also a meat drying rack so that way we can get some more food going. We're going to have some problems with food if we're not fast. So we'll see about that. Now, this demo allows us to play all the way up to the first winter for the survivors. You can see here there's like a blood moon coming or something in about 4 days. But every night the zombies will attack. So they could attack from the directions I mentioned before, northeast, southwest. We can also expand our base here too. So you see what looks to be a bunch of dilapidated homes, like down power lines, buildings that have burned down. Looks like an RV here. Maybe we could escape with that. There's like some semi-trucks blocking this area. We got tractors. So these are things that we can reclaim and then eventually build more things in. So things like a barracks, an armory, maybe a forge, that type of thing. Whatever it might be in our ability to build, we will build. Inventory movement, wall repair, and defense are under our skill tree. And we also have the day-night cycle here. So 1800, it's getting close to nighttime. We've got somebody out there going hunting for deer. We've got people out there cutting down trees and scavenging. And then they can go onto either side of the forest there. So when these bars fill up, or when these lines get all the way to the right, they come out of the woods. So you'll see our scavenger and you'll see our lumberjack coming out with materials there. Yeah, look at that. Bro, look at this. There is flannel. There's flannel on the lumberjack, dude. Game of the year. Watch out Elden Ring and watch out Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. This could be game of the year material. All right, so we've got 54 logs there. Looks like scrap, coal, some other things along the top, maybe money for traders. And we got another meat drying rack there. I think we're going to hold off on that stuff, but we do have our workshop here, so we can go ahead and ask our people to start making stuff. Now, here's another thing I like. In this game, whenever we're going to upgrade, it'll show you what it looks like on the left and what the upgrade looks like on the right. For example, to upgrade our base, we need 200 wood, and this is what it looks like now, just kind of a couple crappy tents and then a little bonfire. But if we upgrade it, we're basically putting a palisade around our camp, or a wall within the wall. Now, it looks like we've already got a wall here, and we've already got zombies trying to come through. You can see these little spotty creatures here heading towards the wall. Guy with a knife here will stab them through the palisade gaps, I guess, in the fence or whatever it is, when they approach. So there'll be a few of them coming through, and yeah, we don't need anybody else guarding at the moment. Actually, do we have anybody on a sign? There is one on a sign, so let's go ahead and put them on. Maybe we can't do lumberjack, so let's do a scavenger for now, and they'll get to work on that tomorrow. Let's speed up time then, and we're just needing to wait till 6 a.m. The zombies will venture off into the woods whenever the first light hits, and they'll leave us alone. Drying rack certainly seems like it's got some meat there. We got 5.4. There you go. You saw the knife guy there stabbing one of them, getting a little close and too curious. Now, eventually they could do damage to the wall, so we will be repairing that. Nope, another zombie down here. And it is daytime, and there goes the zombies. Perfect, back to work. So there goes our workers again. And let's make some orders for some things to be crafted then. So let's go ahead and make ourselves another, we can make a knife there. We need more survivors though. So basically making one of these tools, like an axe, a bow and arrow, and a knife, will unlock additional people for us to hire. I believe we could also have babies in this game too. There's a way somewhere around here to be able to have children. Ah, there you go. So you can see how many are idle or how many people are giving birth. There might be even more survivors who come through. I think the sleeping person right now is our knife guy who comes out at night, so we'll take a peek at him a little bit later. Okay, we want maybe another logger going on, so let's go ahead and get another little axe made there, and then we'll kind of wait and see what happens. Alright, so 2 scavengers going out there. They're gathering some scrap for us. I guess scrap and wood will make all sorts of tools and weapons. And wow, look at the leaves, I guess, blowing. Kind of cool. Reminds me of Darkwood a little bit, that perspective, although that one was a little bit more intimate and close. It kind of reminds me of that, looking at the woods. Really creepy. Okay, more scrap coming in. We've almost got 20 scrap. Ooh, and rain. Listen to that. Wow. They did such a good job with the sound design for the environment. It really is the most realistic sounding environment I've heard in a while. Birds chirping, thunder off in the distance, and eventually rain. That's going to be cool. All right, they're coming on back to the tent. What should we do next? We have 1 axe in storage. I guess we could make 1 of each thing. There we go. And we're also going to save up to get 200 wood so we could build another upgraded tent. That'll allow us to have 10 people here. We'll have 300 wood storage, 5 meat, and 40 scrap. We won't have to worry about that too much. Once we got 200 wood, then we'll be all right. Got a little bit of a wood storage here too, so we can hold an additional 50. So once we get up to 200, we'll upgrade them right away. More meat coming in. Oh, and there's the rain, I think. It'll look like rain blowing across the map. All right, 2 days, 23 hours until the big event, whatever it may be. It could be a good thing. It's probably a bad thing. Knowing zombies, they certainly don't cause a lot of good, do they? Well, maybe sometimes. They're certainly fun to deal with is a problem. Boy, there's a lot of zombies out there. I bet 3 of them are going to hit the fence there. We got a fast mover right there. Okay. And we can also upgrade the wall, too. It's not too damaged, but we could order repairs on that. I'd probably repair it at around maybe just over half. Or if they're frequently attacking. Alright, 6 a.m. The zombies leave us again. Don't these look like farm plots here? Looks like we could be able to grow maybe wheat or, I don't know, green beans. Anything that grows would be great. A group have arrived and are in desperate need of refuge. If you let them in... Oh, if you have the room, you can let them in. No room. No room. Okay, so we want to probably let them in before nighttime. And let's see if we can get anybody assigned to Lumberjack. I want more wood coming in. Well, unfortunately, those people left before nighttime. It's a shame. We almost had room for them. So that's what we need to do there is upgrade that tent so people can be let in. So that's what we're doing now. We've now upgraded. If they gave us a second, folks, geez, you could have been a part of our our settlement, but I guess they found it a little bit more important to run off scared. That's all right. No fear here. We've also got more meat storage here, too, so that's good. 600 wood to upgrade the camp again. And I think the wall's doing just fine. Okay, we'll see if the zombies attack the wall. Next time there are survivors, we can accept up to 10 of them. I think everyone's going to count, so having a few people not move in at the start ain't the biggest of deals, but I think we want everybody to move in as soon as possible. Boy, those zombies are getting more and more vicious, aren't they? Probably going to be 2 or 3 more attacks before the end of the night. There's 1. There's 2. And there's the 3rd one. Alright, perfect. Okay, back to daytime. Now, hopefully we have more survivors today. Certainly would love to see them. Now, let's also kind of create more... I think wood is probably the most important thing that we have here. There we are. Ah, we could even see a breakdown of the roles if we right-click on them. Very cool. So we can see tools and buildings, which might be where they're assigned to, that kind of thing. I like the fact that we can look at that description there for it. We now build additional housing, too. So +5 capacity for that. We're making, you know, tents made of fabric, but out of wood, I guess. Okay, luckily we still have enough meat. That's good. And, we have reserves there. Taking a look at all these things here. Numbers are all looking good. All right, 20 hours until the big attack. Okay, more and more coming in. More and more and more. Another one up there in the north. Probably this one here is going to attack. 2 in the south are probably going to hit that wall. And we're safe again. Looks like, wow, look at all the wood we have to pay for this. It reminds me of expanding in, like, when you're playing 2 Point Hospital or 2 Point Campus. Okay, we can get additional housing. Gonna make a few more weapons so we have more than enough if we get people to show up. And something bad's gonna be happening very shortly. So we're gonna go ahead and upgrade the wall. We've got possible attack coming in from the west. They're heading east, I guess, to hit our wall. Man, those sound effects are just spot on. The sound design is just so good. Alright, now 1 hour until we find out what's happening. And they're here. Upgrading the wall, unfortunately, though, did not increase its health. But perhaps the zombies will have to hit it a few more times before it actually takes damage. A more sturdier material. But it also seems like a much more higher level XP limit. Boy, I mean, HP limit. Looks like there's a lot of zombies coming in. Oh, it's a blood moon. That makes them super aggressive. Your wall is close to collapsing. If it does, your outpost will be destroyed. They want us to assign more knifemen. We could also assign workers to repair the wall, too. Okay. But they'll require a hammer. Well, we can't necessarily pause. Ooh, just in time. Okay, it looks like we might be able to micromanage all these people and get more people working. Hey, we gained an XP. A little bit of, oh, the ability to carry more stuff. Inventory size, citizens collect plastic bags from nearby landfill to gather resources. Well, to be able to carry more stuff. So with the XP, we get a skill point, an SP. Very nice. And look at that, the wall does show some damage to it. That's cool. We'll need some workers, though, which means we probably have to upgrade the workshop. But that last night was the most aggressive because it was a blood moon. We got 4 days remaining, so we at least have some time to gather more materials. Hopefully we get some more survivors soon and put them right into lumberjack. It looks like wood is an incredibly important resource here. We've got to make sure we have more than what we need. I want 3 lumberjacks and 1 scavenger. We've also got 1 hunter. Desperate times now will call for desperate measures. I'm not sure where they'll attack from, though, but maybe they don't attack unless we build a base in these other areas. We can focus on one at a time. Any expansions we do will open up a whole new area, though. Looks like it's split this way. So if we advance to the north, it'll be like the north west section, northeast section, and then same for the south with southeast, southwest. Alright, putting people on the walls. Zombies are just more aggressive overall. Like every night's gonna be a dark night. 341, we need 450 to upgrade the workshop. And they're leaving, good. Alright, send everybody out for the lumberjacking, and fantastic, we got people moving in. We needed those people long ago. Okay, we need more wood storage. Good. Okay, we can upgrade the workshop there. Very nice, getting those numbers up again. Now a lot more people to feed because, of course, there's a lot more people in the camp. Also going to want to build some housing here. Oh, would you look at that? We have some people here who might be able to do some repairs for us, although I'm not sure what each of these tools will entail for us. Make sure we get more people on security. For the evening. Okay, how do we hire workers? We can hire them now, but I'm not sure what they need to work. Oh, there it is. The tool's the saw. Okay. Okay, so with 20 scrap, we should be able to work with that. In the meantime, we've got zombies attacking all across the perimeter. This is going to be exciting. We're getting real low. Let's see if we can pull it out of the nosedive. Have confidence, have faith. We'll be alright. Things will be just fine. It's already 4 a.m. "6 a.m. the zombies are leaving. Okay, more wood. More scraps. Three citizens going hungry. Looks like we might be able to overhunt too. We need to be very careful about that. Also, I don't think we have to dry meat. We should just be able to butcher the deer and then cook it. I don't think there's any reason we should be able to, or should be saving meat. At least until winter, or closer to it. Okay, we have our saw here. Gonna get somebody as a worker now. And working to repair our walls. Doesn't look like there's any pause for this game either. Go ahead and build a new house down there. Okay, got people on knife duty now. Here's some construction going. Oh, looks like the worker to repair the wall will not be striking or doing any sort of work until the AM. They're on strike. Okay, what we see here is a population 8, but I don't know what our cap is at the moment. Looks like it's 15. Plus, I think it's 2. Yeah, we're already at 4 a.m. And the zombies will be leaving. Excellent. As they should be. Okay, time to gather more scrap, and then we'll get people on construction and repairs. Oh, look at that. We're already at 124, 144. Good. So they're exchanging wood for repair. Makes sense. And I believe we need 20 scrap for that. Okay, let's make another repair. And let's reassign, yep, more on food and more on repair. Perfect. Okay. The things obviously would be going much faster if we had recruited a couple more people there earlier, but it could be all randomized, who knows. All that's in the rear view, baby. It's behind us. It's time to look forward to our bright future. Oh, the wall's looking great. 344 now out of 900. Okay, we got 5 people on the wall. Zombies making their move in the middle and in the south. Now, eventually we can build turrets and sniper rifles. I'd like to see more things here, though, like booby traps or like barbed wire that we can lay in front of the wall. Minefields, grenades. We may even have handguns and such here that we just haven't seen yet. Oh, what the hell's this? A trader has arrived. Hopefully they're selling something your citizens need. Oh, well, we don't really have any cash. We could sell some things. So it looks like we can exchange meat, wood, and also scrap. And it says to build the radio tower to attract better traders. Okay. Not really capable of doing that at the moment. But thank you very much for the offer, sir. All of our wood right now going towards the wall repair, which the wall's looking real nice. 488 out of 900. That's nice. All right, get into the wall. And it is a blood moon night. They're going to be more aggressive than usual. Oh boy. Below 300. It's 5 a.m. And we made it, 6 a.m. Wow, that was amazing. I did not know that would work. We've gained a skill point, though. Now, let's see. We can increase our movement speed, increase wall repair. Go with that. Get that repair speed increased a little bit. Okay. More food coming in perhaps. Now, I'm not sure when winter will be coming. It's only day 11, but it doesn't tell us what time of the year it is. Perhaps the trees will change color, or it'll just say, now it's winter, and it'll look exactly as if it were June or July, August maybe. Late May. Wall back up to 461. And we'll get another repair person going. Alright, speed up time. $6 a.m. again. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. We're going to put everybody on repair and logging duty today. Try to get those numbers up. Progress saved. Alright, 388. On the wall, we've been keeping it around 400. Alright, Lumberjack's coming back with plus 80 wood. Citizen going hungry there. Wall is at 588. Alright, we'll change the numbers a little bit. Okay, back to defenses. I like the ability to speed that up very quickly. And one on a sign, we'll get them back onto lumberjacking. Alright. Here they come again. Now, of course, we can start farming and other things like that. We'll have to get more people recruited to the city. We'll probably have to get the radio tower up like they mentioned, and maybe more people will find us that way. It's a solid concept, though, and the cycle of repeating, repairing the wall and then preparing for the attacks and stuff is very cool. I do like that. I'm going to go ahead and get more wood going. We can upgrade a lot of the things that we already have. Trader's back, same stuff as before. More people going hungry there. Uh-oh. A citizen has starved to death. You'll need more food to prevent this. Oh, it's only been a day. I mean, you certainly have to eat quite a bit, but that, that needs to be a little different than that. Although it's cool we get their materials and stuff back. But that's a good example to show what will happen if they go hungry for too long. And that wasn't even that long. I mean, this was a matter of hours. I mean, I feel that way whenever I get up in the morning early for a flight or something like that, and I don't really feel like eating at the airport, and airplane food ain't great either, but at least it's a free meal. And you're just waiting for them to come over, and it's like, oh my god, that lady is 3 seats away, I think I'm going to die, and then they ask you, oh hey, do you want the Kit Kat bar with the Coca-Cola? Yeah, okay. And then, you're not dead to death. But still, pretty damn solid. Oh, and people almost got hit by the car. I wonder if that can happen. And here they come again. And again, it seems. I do see some great potential in this game. Final Outpost has a lot of interesting things going for it. We only were able to scratch the surface here, and we can't get too deep into it with it being a demo, but obviously showing off all the good and the bad of the game is important to see what will happen if things go right, if things go wrong, and what could happen in the future if the, when the game is released, and what kinds of choices we can make for advancing to the north and the south and building different classes of survivors, and then just constantly going back and forth. Now, one thing I'll say is that during the night times, we have all of our people assigned towards knife duty or whatnot, and I'm not sure. I did take a look at that defense tab, and I want to see there being a automated way for anybody who is a daytime employee of hunting and going and looking for scrap and cutting down trees to then automatically be assigned to the defense. They don't need to sleep. It's just kind of a realism thing that you know, I mean, if you're a farmer 1 minute, you can defend the camp the next, that kind of thing. All right. Well, let me know your thoughts on Final Outpost down below in the comments section, and let me know if you played the demo today or what you think about it, and I'll see you all very soon. Thanks again for your positivity, your kindness. Thank you very much for subbing. Thank you very much for hanging out. You're all wonderful. So I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.